Wants to fire on second down. The throw.
Holy shit! Superman?
The connection incomplete.
That's not very nice. Literally. You almost laid me out.
Let's see what
why is Sunday? What'd you do, man? What'd you do to me?
The give to the back.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
And this one will be stopped.
I can't lose any games.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening.
Join the
lots of
PlayStation.
good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And here's the return.
Bam!
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
You don't need those, do you?
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
And he'll be knocked down at the shoot line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Let's press buttons.
They've got him pinned deep in
It works,
their
it
own
works.
end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
No, I'm sitting here staring fucking on your nuts.
Yeah.
They get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smells it. They knew exactly
think you're standing.
where they were on the field, put the pressure on him.
See, what you're supposed to do is you either tap it, tap it home, or just hold it. 3 outs, you got.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I tried to get it. Oh, I got
Riveted
it.
to your rib cage. How did you let it go? At least they fell on it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense.
And that would have been your ball.
Last time they settled
Doesn't matter now, would have been your ball. Forgot. That would have actually been yours.
Hold on.
Man, I think they'll take
Sorry, you're not supposed to be over here.
I got the football.
That should have been a
Gotta
flag.
Take care of the football.
Going over the top.
Gobi.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The inside handoff.
Oh, it's a run. Oh my god, there's so many people.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure coming. Got out of
Let's
trouble.
go right to you.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass
Kill
is
him.
coming, so I can have more success.
And the return man reaches the end of the line. And
Oh, I'm
down he
literally
goes.
smacked.
Yeah.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety.
Just
Yeah,
be
that
good.
was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Oh.
Hit the afterburners, kid.
Oh.
He's at the 10.
Huh.
Touchdown, Ole Miss.
No more
And once
freebies.
he got loose, it was all over.
That wasn't very
This
nice.
offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression,
Block it.
Oh, they blocked the
I
extra
blocked it.
point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Hello.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
But how fast did they
Can you go back to how you played the first game?
No,
No, you're not gonna do that.
Just
go back to the first game.
Everybody up near the line of
No.
scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to ground.
Ah, no, leave me alone. No.
Refused to take it out of reverse, got
No.
caught with the safety, and he might spend some time on the
This
bench.
isn't fair.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to get
I have to
back
actually
after
think now.
giving up that safety.
I don't like
Running
thinking.
it back. It's Bentley.
How'd that wall thing?
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes.
All right.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on the teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
See that? Like it's a whole
Have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Coming after it.
Yes.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
David had the
We're
same
still
thing.
early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards.
No, don't beat this man.
It's
Bad idea.
quarter for goodness sakes.
That stuff.
Trying to beat the D deep. And
That
it's
was-
incomplete,
he dropped it.
and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The offense starts with a short field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Let's just kill that man. Yeah, that's legal.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on
Totally.
1st down running
Sorry.
the football, it just opens
You
up
can't be
the
that good.
entire play.
It fucking hurt me, bro. I just fought a boss that I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to fight for another couple levels. Like, I think I'm like 20 levels under, and I just fucking beat the shit out of it. I just absolutely fucking... Bro, when I tell you I bent that bitch over, bro, I bent that bitch over in 13 different fucking positions. I fucked it so hard.
Quickly complete. And he's down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the
Like,
sticks.
there's
We
level
come to the end of the
16s and
period,
shit
Ole
here.
Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Look at the Russian.
And I just...
Excuse me?
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd.
All right. Yeah.
Like, I was not supposed to fight this thing yet.
So why did you?
It killed me.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking
It killed me. It killed me, and I took it personally.
Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls.
You don't got it.
Just
don't press anything.
Want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
No, like, let me tell you, that motherfucker went hard.
That probably should have been a pick.
I know that goes down as a completion.
And we get the necessary.
Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable.
That one's not in 4K.
Seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
Oh my god, the double hit. Why'd you gotta do that for?
Option football is about responsibility.
It wasn't very nice.
I can't give up my hand. I can't show him really quickly and
He
make
felt
it
that.
easy on him. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
The run up the middle, looking for the score.
I can't run the ball.
Dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Stop it.
Still third and goal.
It's not nice. Just let me run the ball. Please.
I don't know what to do.
Just one time.
The play action.
Fine, I'll pass it.
Let's it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between
I don't even know how the fuck I actually beat that dude. Like, I locked in for like a good second, and I was just like, fuck it, I can do it right. And then I just fucking,
These two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is.
All right, I got the lead back.
4-point lead. A pretty short
A very
drive
big
here,
lead, but a lead.
38 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out.
Bless you.
Yeah,
I know
bless
he
you.
thinks he can house every
Thank you.
return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the
I'm gonna give you a knees arthritis by the time this is
Ready
over.
to send the offense onto the field.
fighting that dude, like, it actually fucking took me a second.
Last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Let me know when you're back
You hear
live.
about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be
Yeah, throw it,
aggressive. The
throw it.
problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting
That
that
should have
first
been
down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Oh, he's out of bounds.
What?
What's that?
I think when you go through positions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to.
He was like
Obviously,
halfway out of
he was
bounds.
the right guy. I didn't
By the time he caught it.
leave that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires and picked off.
Thank you. Oh,
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the
Thank you.
interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job offensively clicking.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
8
When
yards.
it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical
That'd be a good job on your
matchup
head.
there. Third down coming.
good.
That looked like it was going to be a completion.
I mean, what?
But how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This is a third and long.
What's that? Nope. 18's a pretty strong number.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Feeling some heat.
No, not pass
And a
interference.
missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go
It's
for
not
it
down.
on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse.
I got hit.
Incomplete.
I got
The defense
hit.
holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Why is this game extra close?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Oh, no, you weren't.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right out.
That was fucking
And is knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know, but I'm glad you did.
Staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, that's a couple bad
Thank you.
throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it. It's a fake.
Oh, it's a fake.
Fires to the right.
I
Picked off.
At least he tried.
He'll try to take it back.
At least he tried.
Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
What are you watching? What are you watching? You picked that up. No idea who that kid is.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the
I have no offensive line anymore.
Down goes the quarterback.
Why would you forsake him like this?
Man, a lot of coaches talk about
You're
starting
evil.
the drive positive and the first play that can get you going.
can't just
The
deny it.
QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not
Right.
the start
Oh,
to the drive.
He's loose.
Either way,
He's at the 20. Touchdown,
Thank you.
Sooner. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch
Okay,
and do
feel
some
more confident.
serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
that works.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Gotta take care
No.
of the football, Jesse.
Oh, he dropped it.
Otherwise, you got
What?
no shot to win
It
this
gave
one.
you that?
You're right, man. At this Well, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find
I
yourself
think-
behind on the score.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants
Yeah.
to give the replay
Yeah.
booth a chance to have another
Darn
look.
it. Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
That wasn't very nice. Oh wait, no, I did. I was not. I was not. You don't have to do that.
It's Dart. Fires to the middle.
There's no shot. There's no shot.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited.
There's no shot, bro.
All the time, but you don't.
There's no shot. What did you do?
Got a shot in the arm.
He gets second sword. Oh my god.
It's incomplete, and the old fake him out with a fake on first down.
How?
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do. And right there, misfire on the pass, and this defense sets their offense up with good field position.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground.
They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the wideout.
Right.
And they fail to hook
he's
up
out of
on
bounds.
third down.
He had the inbound. Nope. Nope, that was definitely out of bounds.
They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture. Pre-snap to post-snap.
There goes our forward drop. Oh my god.
Incompletion setting up for it.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. No.
I mean, it's 57 yards. No, not that one. I made it 57 yards. It was going faster than that. Let's go.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma
Alright.
offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense...
Why would you go that way? I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you to go that way. Oh my god, it's totally fun.
After a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wants to throw on first down.
I know.
He's taking the shot.
He's taking jokes.
It's complete. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This is the defense.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down.
This is not going well anymore.
Play in a big loss.
We can talk about this, man.
Are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's on the right, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
One of the most important things you have to do as a defensive end is keep contained.
Oh yeah, I did catch that.
Scramble outside the pocket. That's when they make big plays. Not only can they run, now they can chuck the ball deep down the field because they've brought time for the receivers to run deep down the field.
Throws to the wideout. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the pass is picked off.
I knew that was going to happen a bit
Got a
quick.
ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
Time to play some defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the right.
That was definitely
And
pass
wings it
interference.
incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Dart. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
How?
Inside the
I
tag.
hate this game.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And a chance to really
game
carry
sucks.
momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy kick.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up.
I'm losing.
Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive. Just
You know, I said finish with the start.
and it was finished off with a
Let me just.
kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in the second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half.
Hey, it's my ball.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room.
I tried to throw
And
it
there
away.
was no
Look at it,
way to go
21.
for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard
I have
to
no
be
weapons
successful. That's the 5th sack.
I want to go back to
they've given
Felton.
up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air, it's Arnold.
The guy literally just watched.
Comes the
It's
pressure,
63.
and there he goes down again.
My guy literally just
Man, I
watched you
think
run
this
past me.
quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not
Or my bad,
protecting
Nick, he
him,
did
and
that.
sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the
He wasn't trying.
sixth sack of the game for this defense.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30
That's what I was hoping for. I mean,
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
no.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's before.
No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure at this rate. Shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyway.
He'll bring it out. It's David. Stopped at the 17,
Ain't
and
it
he's
good? Okay.
probably second-guessing that return.
What's fun?
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Unloads to
No, I
the
don't! I
It's
dove by
going
accident.
downfield.
You're so lucky. I didn't die that way.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle.
Where's the guy just
The
this
defense is
defending?
wide open. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open.
Why was that guy so wide open?
Touchdown there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep fighting him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him.
I hope I break him.
Because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And they try to run
I was ready,
inside,
though.
and there is nowhere to go.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break.
Yeah, the halfback direct. The halfback direct.
They're getting down close to field goal range. You see them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that
See me
matters
too late.
for these defenses
Give
nowadays
me the
is
first one.
points and limiting them.
Good job running
Oh,
that route to get past the sticks because he got
He's
nothing
so
after
smart.
the catch.
just be
And the
smart.
Rebels will snap it on
He
1st
only
and
scored
10.
85 in the last one. I don't know.
Looking to
Maybe
move it through
That's
the
pretty good.
air. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Pretty
at
damn good.
33.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Off play action. Fires toward the end zone.
Thank you.
No!
And picked off
Oh, I
right
tried.
into
I
the teeth
tried.
of double coverage. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Really appreciate that one.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was
I should not have had any of that.
It should have been a safety. It really should
I
have.
think this is important for this defense. This will be a
But
big
now,
key
can you not wrap up?
Like, I got to limit the damage.
Now, why would you want to do that?
Because that's a QB that's
I
dynamic,
want to
and
say
he can make so many big
No.
plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to
He created like a child.
I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
Nice job there in the drag right. They knew it was zone coverage, so he sat down in a soft spot. Quarterback gets it to him. Nobody around him. He's able to get north for a big gain.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there.
I don't know why I thought that would work.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be
I meant
caught.
to-
How about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just don't do that.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the
Oh
goal
my
line.
God. There's so many people.
Run on that one.
It's like there's a full team out there.
On the carry.
It's
Oh,
looking
wait.
like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy.
You don't gotta do that.
Windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is not what I want.
You'd think this would be a very makeable
I'll just wait for the quarter
field
bit
goal
in.
attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th
I did
down.
not choose to go for it. Oh, sorry, I don't have A.
We've
I
been
can't press
treated
that.
to an aerial show by these two guys so far.
If you'd said press X, I would have.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
I'm almost had a Dr. Pepper too. That time.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits
I
the
call it no
uprights
play.
and puts 3 on the board.
Alright, 2-1-20.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in this 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
That's like
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead
That's
late
like a
in game
compensation.
like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking
6
for
people
his man
watching? I'm
right at the
famous.
goal line.
Man, the space windows getting tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested.
One of the two got the other five.
More difficult, but you need your
Wide
players
open.
to step up for
Oh,
your
drop.
and make big plays.
How do you
I think
miss
he's gonna look
that?
back and say, I should have made that.
I'm going for this.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's
one that wouldn't work. One that wouldn't work.
And they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go
Hey,
back
can you
to
do me a
work.
favor and throw in the clip?
It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think
I
the
hope
last
so.
couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback,
Throw it to
he's
X.
got to be a CEO.
No, that's not X.
He's got to really
Just
get
get the
these guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find the rhythm.
CEO,
Oh,
AKA
fucking Discord. I don't give a fuck.
Young man. That's what it sounds like
Jesus
on the
fucking.
sidelines with the
Great, I'm
coaches.
fucking dead now.
Gotta stop turning the football over.
God damn, I don't give a fuck
From
about
his end
Discord.
zone, he'll have to get rid of it.
That was in there for a long time.
That one is he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own
No, I
end.
can't do that.
Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like,
You only gotta do
one
that.
thing if it's 4th and short,
Just try and go for it.
more difficult. You gotta have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Sometimes avoiding disaster
Never.
is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there.
Somebody let it out. You just knocked me down with your thigh.
You don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and
That's
they
a goodie.
stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
I'll
But
probably
Jesse,
run
they
that big
stalled
one.
on the other side of the field. They gotta find a way to keep that
And
momentum going
hey.
as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though.
He was waiting.
That
That would have been a pick six.
Didn't
Thank you
connect
for
last
dropping
time.
that.
Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. It's Arnold.
You guys got stuck in the head.
Finds a crease at the 20. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to pound it in. And he's brought
Let's try to
down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
No.
The Sooners want to
Don't
pick
say
up
that.
the
Then it
tempo.
won't happen.
Trying to get in the end zone
Fumble.
again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into
Appreciate
the end
that.
zone. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get
By
up
like
on top
5
of
more
it,
of this
get that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Bam.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten
Oh,
the run,
sorry,
then run play.
No, no, get back here. I'm sorry.
The 20.
Let's just redo that one.
And the
Let's just rerun that.
corral him, and he took it all the way.
That wasn't bad attention.
Touchdown, Rebels.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker.
That was a bad
and you
attention.
threw him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense.
It's a fake shuffle to the tight end. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Ole Miss 28.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I can't do that. No.
Now the Oklahoma
Don't say
offense
that.
will go back to work.
That scares me.
Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Arnold.
That was almost a
Got his
turn.
man on the right. And the defense had
No,
that
it shouldn't.
well covered, just a short game there.
And
I'm
I
glad-
love when my
I'm just happy for the 4
quarterback
yards.
sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still running at the 30. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
No, I have to. At least I have one.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown,
I appreciate that.
And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield's record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks.
Remember Baker Mayfield?
They put up with the Steelers, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
You don't have to run it down.
It's Bentley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Fuck it.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
You gotta delay a game. I'm declining for you.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Dart. Right down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll operate out a split back.
And this is one of those where you go.
But hey,
you
it
start
still
to
did
breathe
it.
a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really.
You didn't
really
ask when.
comfortable having the big lead to plus.
Gonna take a shot at this DB.
Mine.
And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth
Okay, that
quarter.
was amazing.
Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive.
Spike.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Hike the ball.
The offense moving a little bit, and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'm on the 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on
Oh
the
no!
ground. They
Get
want
out!
this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Alrighty, let's go try and beat this fucking boss.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Right?
Quarterback on the keeper.
God!
And
Oh, you can't charge someone with your quarterback. Don't try it. It doesn't.
Was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
I was trying to kill you.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw.
Uh-oh.
He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. And
that's a good game on last.
after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for space. It's Barnes. Turns it over
No.
midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Might as well run
Dang
him
it.
until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup.
I hope that guy doesn't have kids to go to, or go home to. I said, I hope that guy doesn't have kids to go home to. He won't be the same after the brain damage I just gave that guy.
Someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in
victory
formation.
It doesn't automatically run up the clock. The tailgate usually does.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
I don't have to press city, but I'm going to. Bug it.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be...
Field goal, it's good.
It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Field goal.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked
There's
up.
only a 2-score game.
No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. After this, it'll be a wrap.
It's not a full 3 scorers, but I would need 3 scorers.
No. So you just need a 2-point conversion.
Success is a 2-2-point conversion, 16, that puts me
one ahead of me. It's too bad. You gotta press X.
They weren't able to
I
get that
thought
one
you were
off. It'll be a
also
delay of
slow
game.
down.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
The cake will be baked.
Getting the field, it's dark. Getting some heat.
I didn't.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Palmer,
no, not the
I'm
hype.
Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I don't have negative now. I threw for 391. Wow. Oh yeah, 400. 380. I have 5 more minutes of the lesson. So play again.
I want to come up to go back to the mid on the street.
You wanna play Dynasty? You can play Minecraft.
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your setting. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. And now you'll choose. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing one. By creating a custom coach, you will be able. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed?
Oh, I got 6. Oh, I got 7.
Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real life.
I can win 5 games. Yes. Considering we won 10 this year, I can. Yeah, but it's more of like the skill of people. All right. Control. Actually, I know I need a receiver. That's better. I'll just. It's fine. Temples. I could play with you. Oh shit, did it all there. Stupid. Okay, okay. Yeah, let's practice.
You wanna know something?
For
Derek,
what, Steven?
I forgot we were in a party together.
So did I.
Huh?
I said, so did I.
Yeah. I was like, why do I have my headset on? And I was like, I go to check my thing. I'm like, oh, I'm in a party. Who am I in a party with?
What a loser.
Oh god.
Holding it is a beat up one. Shit, bro. Definitely, we're gonna be quick in a minute. Yeah, you can see it's pretty good.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, it's not Big Spur, that's coffee. This is
The Gamecocks about to kick it away and get this season started.
I'm stupid.
You're not just stupid.
From inside his own 15, looking for room.
Good night, bitch.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Monarchs offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position that...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Wilson to pass. He finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third
Oh, I did
down
not
so
mean
much
to
in
move.
practice.
I didn't mean to
Timeout
call
called here by
timeout.
the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Make life miserable for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Young. As college football evolves, guys, and players have their rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else and get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he has a solid game on the way before sliding.
I didn't
The
call
noise
him.
level is relentless here on He'll keep it himself. The Monarchs will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for a field goal. On third down, going up top. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Nowhere to run on that one.
I thought it was...
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close.
Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gamecocks send it. Oh, it's a fake. Fires to the middle.
That's a...
Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
You didn't get off your block and hit it. Are you serious?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach...
I threw it, game? Excuse?
Down at the 14-yard line.
I bet you
Oftentimes play action,
no, I know I needed the offensive line though.
And you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And then pressure just defense. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
I do not
That
want
offense
to win
having
it.
to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big
Do they not
play,
know
and that
what
brings up
Lenora
a
Sellers'
4th down.
actual arm
The
strength
Gamecocks
is?
will line up to...
Because he can make that all
They're
day.
working on fakes. Here comes another
I
one.
know, because I watched it.
Pass on the
And
way out.
I'm
Picked
pretty
off.
Huh?
And they'll drag him down after a good return
Yeah.
on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Rated it.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking
So
to
hold
take
on.
it down the
There,
field
it's
for
like there
back-to-back
was a
touchdowns.
Gaki
It's really
cheap right
important
here.
for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry up.
Reach outside.
Off play action on first
They
down.
just got really scary.
And it's incomplete.
We've had
You're gonna take a
inconsistent
hit like
when I
that,
hit
you
him,
might as well
and
hang
it's
on to the
not
ball.
fumble.
Here comes
Really?
the
He's gonna
offense
take
on
it
second
instead.
down.
He didn't have focus in.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's there to make the stop.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wilson will throw. He's got an open
I'm
man.
fucking awful.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Monarchs are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They go to the ground. They'll finally
Worst
get
fucking
it
player on the
stopped at
planet now.
1 yard line. What a run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30.
Face your Legos here.
Yo, somebody say the N-word right now.
Understanding the situation,
Nope.
understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be
Nope.
sexy, but I gotta
I've
make
never
sure
said
I
it.
Get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Nowhere
Tell him to
run
say
on
it.
that one. He loses
Nope.
4 on the carry.
Please.
They lost ground on first down. Now
Oh, wait, you're
second
streaming,
and
you
goal
can't.
from the 5.
Yeah.
Looking for a path to the end zone.
Nope. They were about to score a touchdown. So left.
We like that this feels
I got set. That's what it was.
fine then. Get handcuffed to a teammate. I don't have one. So yeah, maybe I don't have this. Hello, Alex. What are you doing today, Toast Alex? You work for the FBI? What do you do with the FBI? You background.
Let's get this. Get it back.
I'm keeping an eye on the news and I'm not pretend it was working visa. Hello, Alex.
Yeah, you're definitely not Moscow. You don't. Buddy.
trust me. It's him.
What if dying in Minecraft was actually fun? The first time you die in the world, you get asked if you want to become a demon or not. If you choose yes, you enter a soul state and can fly around or face their walls. Now you can possess mobs that have no soul, so you can't possess mobs like animals or villagers. If you choose a zombie or skeleton, you burn in the sun. You would have to eat raw meat or bones to regenerate. If you're something like a stray, shooting mobs would give them the slowness effect. And if you choose an iron golem, you'd have way more health but no inventory. To be a human again, you would cure yourself with a potion of weakness and a golden apple. Just how you cure zombie villagers, but this doesn't last, since if you died again, you would return to your soul state and will have to possess
Steven.
another mob. What if dying in
What's up?
You wanna play GTA?
No. Do you want to play GTA?
Yeah, you fucker. Yeah.
I'm not a fucker, alright?
So fuck him.